bit. Yeah. Let me put that out here. When this? Oh, the last. About it again. Remember after me reach by the page. So, you know, if you click something.
Oh, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you say last.
Me last, but me ready. But me remember where, you know, so if you click something. To me, so.
Let me see.
You know, so if you
You
click
impress
something.
the thing there.
You know, do it now, next.
Oh, good.
Or something there, so yeah.
Oh, no, don't go like it. Cause I want to make sure you do the ads. You have to set up the ads. Monetization on. Um, yeah, frequency high. You want it high? Couldn't
Mm-hmm.
get the ads enough ads.
Mm-hmm. It didn't come so.
All right, and you have to move it to the side.
Or something, I know I'm moving, man.
So this is why it's short, but you have to
Mm-hmm.
move it to the side.
Right.
And it could go live.
When you see that word there, I mean, very nice.
No one is here yet. Really.
Oh, I have company. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? Wow, today's not altogether happy Tuesday, but we're trying to make ourselves happy, right? In spite of the different situations, making ourselves happy. We see what is happening out there in the Caribbean, and by now, I think everybody would have been talking or has been talking about this big, great, bad Hurricane Melissa. So anybody, hi Hilly how are you doing? Anybody with this name Melissa, man, I think they're going to be saying, oh, Melissa, Hilly is a Haitian. Hilly, aren't you concerned about what's happening in the Caribbean? What's happening right now? I think by now, the hurricane rather, would have touched down on Jamaica, right? And I was hearing they keep talking about Haiti, and Dominican Republic, Eastern Cuba. Well, now they're talking more about Bermuda, right? So I am a Jamaican and I am concerned, really concerned. Although I'm not there, I is that my spirit is there. I feel really, really, you know, I feel it for my people. And it is really sad that hurricanes are never a time for anybody to be happy about. Never a time, you know. So how are you doing, Hillbilly? Hillbilly? How are you doing? Welcome to the live. I hope you spend some time. But Billy, let me say Billy, you can subscribe if you haven't. Or you can even give the like a live. You know, you may not be ready to subscribe, no problem. But you could give the live a like so that it can go out to other persons. Right? It can go out to other persons. Other persons can get a chance. The algorithm will go out and others get a chance to see and to hear. I'll be doing some videos later on. So hopefully later in the evening or early tomorrow, I'll be showing some aspects of what Melissa, I wanted to wait until Melissa actually strike. I did a video before when it was approaching. Now I'm going to want to see. I've been following it and it is really sad. And now they are waiting. They are in the waiting now for the worst. The worst is supposed to be happening now. So nobody will be up there to video shoot or do anything. So thank you. Somebody give the live a like. That's so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The only lady J. She says, yes, Santi, we have to pray for all the islands. You know, all the islands are, yeah, yes, man, we have to pray and lift them up. Because it is not something nice, you know, not something nice at all. Because imagine you're alone on a lonely island. You need help, right? You need help. But we have to give help. And we may not be there to do it physically, but God hears our prayers. We talk to Him and let Him know what is happening. Hi, Tinkerbell, how are you doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where in the world are you coming to me from, Tinkerbell? Yes. So how are you doing, Lady J? How are you doing? You man, and I don't think even know because even they're trying to get persons to go, you know, move away from the areas that are threatening. People still don't want to move. Why? Because of their possessions. So if they are to go to heaven and they look at what they have, they're going to say, oh no, can't make it. Hi, Leah. Welcome, Leah. Welcome to the live. Have a wonderful time here. And guys, give the live a little like no man. Give it like a thumbs up so it can the algorithm can go out. You see, I have to beg you guys for the like. I have to beg for other people, you know. Yes, so give it a thumbs up, man. So Leah, where are you watching me from at the moment? Yes, you're on your way to work. You know what I want from you, lady? Hmm. Each time, you know, it's when I catch you here, I remember. You gave it to me already. And I'm going to ask you again. Lady, before I go, do you have a I'm if I ask you, are you on IG or Messenger, those places where I could reach you? Hi Quinton or I on Messenger. I wanted to link with you, but I don't want to do it just right here. Right, light up the live, guys. People come on and just like up the six, I see 12 persons on one aspect. Like up the live, man. Because I want to also have a little talk, but Lady J, we have to you know, I have to catch you. But I will have to catch you. So I wanted to know if I could catch you on one of those platforms. You can just leave whether it be IG, FB, or TT, and then I'll know. And I'll try to reach you. And have a good day at work too. Okay. Are you on Messenger? Whoa. Because I need a solid. I try not to put it in the comments. Mm-hmm. I try not to put it in the comments. And I cannot say it here. When you do, well, is that number that I need? I will have to find a way to get through to you because I need to. All right. Enjoy a good day and thanks for stopping by. Thank you so much. Yes, you're from Alabama, Leah. Wow. How is Alabama? What's the weather like there now? What's the weather like? Are you having a beautiful weather? Wow, it's very cold here. Very cold here. And it looks as if, yes, we do get some rain. Look as if we're going to get some rain today. So we have to be in coats, but because I'm actually in house now, and it's not It's still morning, going up to midday. I still keep on something a little warm. So, you're from Alabama. I don't know if I've had anybody from Alabama, but I enjoy your company, and I hope you will come by another time. Where next? Where am I at? I'm in New York. Yeah, Leah Dollar. Leah Dollar. I like that name, Leah Dollar. Yes. Like up the live, guys, and let it be interesting. We have to. My conversation I started last night on my live. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much. I started discussing in my live about um, Hurricane Melissa. Okay, I like that name, Leah Dollar. It's a beautiful name, Leah Dollar. And have you guys, heard anything about this vicious hurricane that's out there, swirling and swirling and creating havoc? When there's a hurricane in the Caribbean, which is named Melissa. And Melissa is not doing good. My dad's name is Bill Dollar. That's a cute name. Bill Dollar. What? I've never heard a name like that. No, I'm not laughing at his name. Tell him I'm not laughing at his name, but his name will make anybody who is not happy happy. That's a happy name. Happy name. No joke. It's a happy name. Okay, so are you going to school? Are you going to school today, Leah? Huh? Are you going to school today? It's a cute name he has, and that's why you have a nice name, Leah Dollar, Bill Dollar. I wonder what's going to be another name for Dollar. Yeah, so we were talking last night about um, Hurricane Melissa. As you know, that's the topic right across everywhere. We're a homemaker. That's beautiful. So, are you enjoying the job as a homemaker? You have three girls. Wow, you have three wonderful girls. I guess they must be very talented and brilliant. Must be. Bill Dollar, Leah Dollar. Wow, the dollar is very strong there, right? It's a very strong name. Very strong name. So, what I'm thinking, have you heard about Hurricane Melissa? Maybe in Alabama you would not have heard about it just now because it's of no threat to you guys there. When the storms normally comes southwest to enter the Gulf by way of Florida, you'd have, yeah, it is very vicious. It is now 100 and it's almost 200 miles per hour. Category 5, it's in Jamaica now. As I say, right now it's supposed to be hitting to go curve and to go across the country and to then go out into the Caribbean Sea to head to the Atlantic. It's trying to go to Bermuda, but it's going to affect eastern Cuba, parts of Haiti, and those places. I'm just hoping that there won't be much loss of lives. Three persons have lost their lives already in Jamaica, and as a result of removing trees, cutting trees. I don't know how they were doing it, but one person, I think, somewhere fell off. Two persons fell off a roof, fell off their roof, and somebody was cutting a tree, cutting down trees. You see, when you're cutting trees, one person cannot do it. You have to that's as many persons as possible, and you have to have a rope. Persons have to hold a rope while they are there cutting the tree, and they are able to indicate to you, likewise you, to know which way to go because you may go right when the tree go right. So they have to have a better understanding. So in the event of you going right and the tree going to fall right, there must be an opening where you can escape. But I guess persons normally just cut down the trunk. with all the branches. And I think it's best to cut off the branches first. Because when you have all the branches and the trunk, it's a lot of weight. And if the trunk miss you, the big branches will knock you out. So I'm just assuming that what could have happened to those guys. And the other two were on the roof trying to do something up there. And they slipped and fell to the ground. So you see, before the hurricane came, they were in a preparatory mood. And that's what happens. That's the result. So it is so sad. So, so sad. So you see, one has to be so cautious because one never knows what can happen. Never knows what can happen. It is so, so sad. Yeah. Why is Melissa just sitting there waiting? Yeah. Melissa sit there waiting. What is she waiting on? Waiting to get strength. But what helps to push him away, the Met officer said, is mm, there was another system that came up and helped to push it off. So can you imagine if that system now had joined with Melissa? So apparently, Melissa maybe was not as strong as that one because Melissa coming from opposite end, southwest, more southwest, it would have had more heat. So maybe that is why it pushes it in the next direction. So I'm hoping that that storm there now will just pass off. Not a storm, it's a little system, they said. It's a system. I followed the weatherman. I don't, he's from up here, I think, the weatherman. Boy, he seems to be so accurate in whatever he says. I've been following him a few years now. hmm A few years now. And it's really, really interesting. It's really interesting. But it's no fun. Hurricanes are no fun at all. No, not a fun. So right now, they are supposed to be, the country is being battered because this is where the real thing begins. The eye comes ashore and everything starts, and the outer bands are very large. So if I was back home at this moment, I'll be anchored down maybe locked inside and just waiting for the winds, the strong winds to stop. And you hear the thunder roar and everything gets angry. And the rain pouring heavily as I make the place dark. And then I look outside in the day, although it's day, the sky is so dark. So, so dark. So it was there sitting like a duck for almost 2 days. Another time it started moving at 2 miles per hour. And when it's now moving, it's moving across the country. It's moving at 3 miles per hour. So it has a lot of rain, strong winds, and the movements at times are slow. So it will pick up and move on. So I don't know if over in the other side of the Caribbean, if the water is still warm. But they expect that what they're saying that when it reaches Bermuda, it will, peter down a little. I'm just hoping that nothing will happen because I see some large bodies of water running in the drains, going in the gully. The rivers open wide. I'm muddy. I'm just flowing like it's crazy. And the waves in the sea just high and big. But the greater ones now will be down in Black River where the eye goes. So they said the eye was supposed to go from from it was in Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Thomas, Portland. Then they can come again. It because it doesn't want. It's as if it doesn't want anybody to watch it. So like it's hiding. You know they call it dirty girl, bad girl, bad girl. She don't want anybody to watch it, so it stops and sits. And while people are waiting on it to come to move on with their lives, she just sit there and waiting until we get impatient. Then it got up. So I'm just hoping because this part of it now they say we're more dangerous. So I'm just hoping that things will have been become a little more, you know. But man, I just we can't stop praying. Because even this morning I spoke to my neighbor back home and she said they barely get any dew, but they don't know what the afternoon is going to bring. So they are doing everything. And people were out and about, taxis moving up and down, people going about. She said the place just barely damp and there was not much wind. But now that it's going to turn between Black River and the eastern Westmoreland, which is a bit of some mountainous region, to go through sections of Mobay. It's in the backbone of the country, this thing walking. And to go up to St. Anne, why I know because I like social studies and history. Yes. And I have to learn the history up here too. Hmm. So it is really interesting, guys. Leah, I'm so happy that you're a homemaker. So I can imagine how you do some nice pastries and nice meals, attractive meals. I like the kitchen, but I know I'm in no way a master like you. So you can rearrange and you can change up, brighten the spots. And people who do homemaking, they always make people happy. Yes, always try to make people happy. Melissa sat there waiting, 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 waiting. Thank you for joining the live. Melissa sat there waiting. But God is all. Nobody can go out there and stop it. No matter how long it sits, we have to wait until it gets up and move. We can't do anything. We can't do anything because we are not the creator of it all. So I think it is going to be difficult for us to stop it. We have to just let nature take its course and have it. And when it moves on, we can look back and say, oh, but somehow I think we are going to be surprised. Thank you for liking the live, guys. I think we are going to be surprised. We're going to be surprised, but I hope it will be a positive surprise where when the storm is over and everybody look around, things are the same as they were. So you're not all you have to do shout out, praise the Lord, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Sometimes some things have to happen to us, for us to really appreciate God. Because we should, but sometimes we wait. What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? But that's how it is. God doesn't force anybody. He puts us in a position at times to let us realize that He is the King. And all He wants is praise. That's all He wants. He said, the Lord, I am a jealous God. Which means don't put anything before Him. No matter what, don't put it before Him. So I said this morning, let me come on and share. Person may want to share something. Have you guys ever been through a hurricane? Anybody here? Have you ever been through a hurricane? They say God is showing the people who is in control. Yes, people got to know who God. Yes, and that's why God have to do things, do things so that people see because people seem to have gone sometimes too far and they put God in the back burner. They don't care. They only getting enough time to know who God is. But Father said, repent. Yes, repent. And just like how He sent out Jonah to warn, and Jonah didn't want to go, and eventually he went. But what happened? Jonah only went because he knew he had to go. But what did he do? Hi, JB. Happy blessed morning to you and Lady J. Oh, you look so sweet this morning. Whoa, thank you. I'm trying to look good enough until you're looking smart and bright. You know what happened, guys? I did sleep, but I've been waking up and checking people until I couldn't get some persons. And this morning, after me do prayers and thing, I got my neighbor. I feel so good, But I don't know. No, I didn't call back just since 8 o'clock because I said to myself that thank you both for telling me. Because sometimes the way you feel, I said to myself, if I was at home, I would be at my neighbor. I would lock up my house, like I would do, and carry and go over and stay with her because she lives alone too. So I'm here thinking about her, and she's there. And we chat long last night. She's not afraid, but when it comes to this weather storm, you don't want to be by yourself. No matter what you have, no matter how your house is safe, you don't want to be by yourself. hmm So far, only one cousin. She's in Mobay. I'm not able to get her from earlier this week. Well, was Sunday. To know it's the weather because the breeze and the phone give problem. Give problem. So I'm just hoping for the best. I would think so. But boy, when I watch this storm did not want anybody to watch it. Her, let me say her. She's a bad girl. She's a bad girl. She didn't want anybody to watch her. So what she did, she kept going on and hiding and peep out and decided to make a move when nobody was watching. I chat with Tekla this morning too, and I felt so good. But she had electricity still, but when we started, she said the rain was just starting. So I think, based on what the Met officer was saying, during this time up until late evening, they expect it to come. That's the worst part. And it will pass. But I don't know if they're making us scared. But all I know is that I don't like it. I just want it to quickly. But like they say, it's the other system that came and push it. But it's not going very fast still. We expect it to go faster. JB, what about your side of the world? Your people okay? Your people are okay? Boy, when I look, Gilbert did not give so much hall and pull. This one hall and pull your brain. I saw on one of the Jamaican channel that this lady went to the shelter with her and her children and they set her back. They denied her from coming into the center. I don't know. I didn't see that one. Maybe, well, if she didn't want to go in. But you have all sort of people doing things. So I don't know what could it be that they would want to send her back with her kids. And I saw too where they were saying that another lady in St. Mary, she has a young child, and all they beg her to leave. She said no. And after the place barricaded with water and not possible, no for anybody to go. She's calling now for them to send the police or whatever to pick her up. Oh, you're not hearing me? You're not hearing me? Are you hearing me any better now? I hope you're hearing me better now. I hope you're hearing me much better. Just, I just say, because I'm so curious about the weather. I said, let me come on a little and spend some time. Spend a little time. If it's even an hour or so. Give a little time because I'm concerned. Okay, beautiful. Everybody is okay. So you have to be okay up here too. I was telling them that In the newscast, there were so far 3 persons had died. The health minister had said um, 1 person, 2 were on a roof, whatever they were doing on the roof, and it this they fell off the roof. And one in Hanover went to cut a tree, and I don't know how the tree was being cut, and the tree fell on top. The tree fell on him rather, and by the time they reached, he was pronounced unalive. And he's not a person who knows about tree. He's an AC technician. But you're trying. The aunt sent for him to come and help. I can imagine how that aunt feel. My God, to come and help to cut the tree, and that tree now took the guy's life. You know, no hurricane storm ever behave like this. It's the first. It's something so. Yes, everybody's saying it is not normal because the little that I know, when I compare Gilbert, Ivan, those two, right? And I've listened to others that when they were passing Jamaica to go to Florida, because that was a route to go to Florida, they're always going up to Florida Panhandle and then whatever. This one is mind boggling because you don't know. Okay, so, okay, I'm hearing you loud and clear. When I say I and at the stoplight, that meant I was. Thank you so much. I didn't know. I didn't know. All right, thanks. So, you know, you have to really, really, look into this, because yes, coming with rain or breeze, they don't really come with the two at the same time, but a little rain and more breeze, or a little breeze and more rain. But this one are both breeze and rain, and it is very strange. It's acting very strange. It's very slow. It's very slow. A lot of people are losing their electrical down. Yes, electrical is going. The wind is yes. So some they're going to turn it off, and some of the poles are going to go down. I just hope the ones I don't like. That's why I prefer the wood poles. But they change out the wood poles and put in the concrete ones. Now, when the place is waterlogged, the concrete is not going to absorb the water. You're going to slacken because one is a JPS has one out by my nearby my corner, and I have one inside my yard. Because they had said that once you're going to do anything additional, you must have one. Everybody must have. So quite a few persons had to, and it costs money, had to build. And by the way, and it is being news abroad now that they are thinking of increasing the bill. In the midst of this storm, they're telling people that, they're planning to increase it. So what will happen? Hmm? What's going to happen? Yes, I was watching one of the live channel, and this lady is looking for someone to help this woman with her children out in St. Mary because it is very rough over there, and she have no. But what I'm saying, how could she? I respect your point, Lady J. Why would she go to a place, or if the place is full, at least I wonder if she did not want to go, and know that she wants to go. It is full; they can't take anymore. But anyway, they could still give her shelter. Good morning, Just Boo. Big likes. Just K. Good morning. How are you doing? Welcome to my live. How is your day? How is your day, Just K? I like that name. Just K. Just K. Anyway, I'm happy that you're here. And I do hope you spend some time I've not seen you in a while, but you decide to give me a. I'm happy to see you. Wait, what's happening in your neck of the woods, Just K? Yeah, it is so sad, man. So, so sad. Because can you imagine? You need help and you go where to get help. And then you're turned away. And I heard that it St. Near is a rainy place too, just like Portland, you know. Because that's the direction it is heading. It's making the turn to go straight up in that direction. I don't know what is wrong with people. But I just wonder if it is really true. Well, they show some people in some sections, like up by Port Royal, where they say that they are not leaving. And they say they have their boats. Some fishermen, they say they're not leaving because they have ride out many storms. But they don't seem to understand that this one is the worst in history of hurricane. Can you imagine? So I don't know if when everything is finished, if we will see a land, we see the land, or what we are going to see. And there was a quake down in some of those little islands there, Guadeloupe and Torchy. I don't know where else. So I'm just hoping that a category 5, when it leaves, it's going to be category 4, so it's going to be weakened. But category 4 is still strong, you know. Right? They say, Auntie, I don't know who the hell give them the right to go take away Melissa. Everybody said the same thing. That is why she come with her. So she come with, she come out and don't care. And you know who they're going to say take away Melissa now? Another female. They're going to say it's another female, you know. Yes, they're going to say another female. So it's another female is going to come because Gilbert was a male. And see, this one is a 37 years after the 51 storm, 1951, came Gilbert. And the 51 storm was named Flora. Gilbert came as a man in 1988. 37 years after, as they were saying, we have Melissa. Melissa comes as a woman, worse than the other two. Melissa comes to wreck, right? So Melissa, I don't know why they throw Melissa. Yeah, Lady J, she's on a mission. She behaving like a normal person. They sit there and wait until they want to attack. Yes. That is why some people take it for a joke, you know. This is not, no, that's what they say. This is not a regular hurricane. This is weird. They say it's not normal. It is not normal. So it is so sad. So I think they see that it's very dangerous. And even the weatherman was saying, even if you have a well built house, it can go. So it's going to come with so much rain and breeze. It's going to slacken up the soil. They talk a lot about houses on the hill and those that are close by rivers. Wow, I see some big rivers swell. So I said myself, you see, no matter where, all the water ends up here in the sea. In the sea. Hmm. It's not a regular hurricane. This is too. Mm-mm. Believe me, I didn't feel like I want to come out of my bed. And the thing is now, even if we want to go after everything is over, you know, the stress with the traveling now, you know, people not going to be so quick. So you're going to have a bungle up at the agencies where you might want to send something to help somebody. The female them come wicked more than the then you see what happened? I'm not joking it all, but sometimes we bring in a little humor. Remember the Garden of Eden with Eve and Adam and Eve? And everybody blame who? Who they blame there? They blame Eve, a woman. And again, who first blame Eve? Adam. Adam say, when God, sometimes, we look back on things. That's how I learn. I may try look back on things and say, but wait, these are things are from beginning. When Eve went away, the story and did what she did with the taking the apple and whatever, and realized she had done something wrong. She didn't keep it to herself. She shared it with her husband. Should Adam eat it? I don't think she should have. But Adam knew that he shouldn't. But Adam ate it. And when God come in the evening after the cool day asking, Eve, Eve have to admit, what did Adam say? The woman thou gavest me. Adam don't want to really take the blame, but the woman thou gavest me. And he did it. So, from beginning, I'm a woman. Females causing problems. And the males look as if they can't resist. So if they would probably stand up and say no, but maybe the punishment would be alone on Eve. But God knew, so he had made Eve with a bone from Adam's rib. So it's a way to me of uniting together. Can you imagine if Adam had completely kept himself away and God put away Eve? Adam would be by himself, Eve by herself, and the world should be multiplying. And by themselves, multiplying is not possible. Just not all women are wicked. Okay, there's some man who is wicked more. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to make it a little lighter, looking at it from different angle. I hope that is okay. I'm a little bit worried about it. Yes, that's why I say when I got her this morning, I was happy. And when I saw her come on last night, I was happy too. And she said she had electricity, and she said the rain didn't start as yet at the time, but it was sort of getting ready. But Portmore is a flat place. That's one I was a bit scared. Well, it's a flat place. So the water going just run up and down, and the houses are flat. Hmm. But other than that, she's fine though. She sound all right to me. It is true, the lady. She have a 2-year-old, yes, and a couple other children. And the lady who was doing the life said she had built her a little shack so she could. Okay, all right. I got a hit work now, so I'll talk to you later. I'll skip the letter. Thank you. No, lady, I am talking about the hurricane. Yeah. Yes, man. It is really sad. It is really sad, though. Really, really sad. And there's, everywhere you go, you have developers, deep people, some people, I don't understand. Over in St. Elizabeth, they feature, I don't know, it's a family or a man, one person. A lovely house. Nicely painted, nicely, and about 100 persons is accommodating. So, St. Elizabeth have a big problem with the hurricane last year. Yeah, I know, JB, that you talked about the hurricane. Yeah, man. So it's really, really, really sad. Come on, guys, like up the live, please. It's really, really sad. Really sad. But he opened his house, and I think TVJ, one of those media houses, they are planning to interview him. He opened his house to 100 persons from the community. And President saying that I hope that nobody don't try to rob him. Going there now to stay, and then some people you can't tame them, they will go back. But I don't want to think the negative. I'm just thinking that they will appreciate him because he didn't have to open. He didn't have to, but he did. So it's just that we have to be helpful because we don't know when we are going to be in need of something. Right, Joe? We don't know. I'm saying Joe. Sometimes like name Joe. You prefer JB. We need to help each other. And see now over in that parish now, somebody go with their children. They turn them out. So you see, our own. But remember that Jesus went back to his district where he was from, and they didn't want to, and they chased him away. When he said, I went to my own, and my own received me not. They had to let him out, for they were going after him. Like they could catch him, they would murder him. They would unalive him. So it is kind of sad the way people look at others. But I'm just wondering if they had gone there after, if they had gone there or went there and left or something, why would they just want to turn her away? And knowing that she didn't come by herself, she has children with her. We don't know how some people, the love some people have can be so cold. But even if your love is cold and you see a child involved, you're supposed to have a little mercy, compassion. So yes, Joe, we're spending a little time, but I know people will have to run off, likewise myself in a while, but we just couldn't go through the morning and, and come on, and I'm so caught up just watching the ocean, looking at those huge waves, imagining the breeze. It's now what? Mango season. It's going down to people. I heard a lady on a live was saying she invests in so many acres of corn. And when it's like this now, everything is going to go flat. And within the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you're going to have a glut, you know. And after that, no, within 3 to 4 months, then you start to feel it that it's not anymore. All the banana trees, planting trees, yam field, all the fruit trees. So you imagine there won't be much again from St. Elizabeth, and they are the breadbasket of the island, St. Elizabeth. Watermelon, all the different fruits and vegetables. Yeah. So Jay, you're going to work today? I know that you will soon have to run off. I know Sister T cannot be on. I know Sister T is just there, accustomed to going out to work, not being home at this time. Maybe she going to sleep about 10 times for today, and the day is not yet done. And the howling and the noise outside, and you cannot go there. You can only peep. And so my place nothing but nothing, because it's just there. And it is worse than burial. And burial was awful. Awful. Yeah, so just hang on a little and have the life going until I'm about to, you know. I was wrapped up this morning. I double up everything in the bed. The place was so warm and nice. I had a problem to get out. Blanket, comforter, everything. Warm up the system. Then I said, let me check up on family and friends. But I got two out of the lot. Melissa said everybody must keep quiet and no chatting, no contact. So no electricity, so there won't be any internet. And that's going to take a good while to get back the system in order. Yes, people. Leah, are you there? Or she would have gone already. Yeah, because we all the good people are very concerned. Yes, I would like to help and can't do a thing more than pray. Yeah, that's all we can do. Pray for them. Me say when I look at some sea all up on Portland, when the guy is showing, the sea eating away the land. Yes, I know that is so good. The sea eating away the land. And the guy was saying that the authorities need to come on in and put some boulders, some big boulders to keep the soil. You see the sea eating away a lot. So it's gonna be wow. Thank you for those handshakes because I know it is so gone. I will forgive you a little link up later. Just honestly, I never see something I feel so much. That's it, I feel it to my heart. If you know what I feel to their heart. Because my house is not buttoned up. I had the board windows, the board blades, and because of style, since COVID, I take out every one and put in the pretty glass. I said because that I was not thinking anymore about any hurricane. And I say it looks so pretty. Everybody does that now. And when I look and see when I had Ivan and Gilbert, I had those board louvers where I only close the windows, that's it. I didn't have to button up. And no, put up glass, no button up. So I'm just hoping and pray that I don't have any trees in my yard, but anything can come from somewhere else and cause damage. Thank you so much. So I'm sitting here like Melissa sitting like a duck, hoping and praying that there won't be anything major. Because even if you buy the ply to cover the windows, they can only last for a certain time because termites tend to take them, you know, and people know that you have them, they will borrow them to do their decking, and then they get damaged and passing all around. Within a year, you don't have them. So you have to be keep buying and buying every time. So I said to myself that if anything should go, yeah, we have to hope for the best. If anything should happen, I make up my mind to just put in the other types because the grills are there. So when really things from outside, not only the rain. If the windows are fine, then I have nothing to fear. But I tell me, say, I throw away those windows, I give away some. And some people didn't want any because they said they're putting in the pretty windows, the glass ones. Glass one that can slide sideways or top up. And those are just pretty. Then I have to remind myself now that we're in a hurricane region. So anything should happen, I will have to. Oh, oh. Why you give it that? You are such an inspiration to others, Antonin, everywhere. Keep being you and never let the hates get you down. Okay, Dirty Muff. What a name you give yourself, Dirty Muffler. I don't know why you think that, but that's your view. Okay, I don't know why you think that. You're my neighbor. You're my neighbor. Then you know what? The person who was there checking, looking after it. He had to he went on a vacation. He's in Canada now with his family. So he's with some of members of his family. So he's just as torment because he's not there to help his family back home. And he had booked a date to go back in November. So he just have to wait. So my neighbor is assisting me. So I just, take it easy. We're just taking it easy and ask the Lord to just cover it because I could be there and cannot get anything done. Another lady told me last night that it was in the night when I was talking to her. She was able to get somebody to come and cut off some tree limbs, branches from over the house because everybody she check, they are booked out. So even in the night, people cutting trees. That was last night. So they were glad the person could come. You know. So that's how it go, my dear Jay. I'm just hoping that things will be, you know, the way they are and not any worse. Because worse means more dig deep into your pocket and things are not cheap anymore. Not cheap anymore at all. Yeah, so you're going off today in a while. I think you're going to disappear. I don't even know the time. Okay, 12:42. I'm a little, okay, man, 11 something, a little over an hour. Almost an hour. Maybe I go another 15, another 15, 20 minutes or so. I will be going the 2 hour. I'm going to probably move away and come back sometimes because I had breakfast and I almost feel like I would eat again. You know. hmm So Jay, have you checked on your our friend to see how she's doing? She sound, she sound like she's getting well. She sound not too bad. Well, hi Lakes, Lakeside Laura. It's been a while. I've not seen you. How are you doing? How are you doing? Happy to see you. Come on. Happy to share your company. I'm fine. I'm fine, but I'm fine, but I'm not really fine. You get me? Because I'm concerned about the hurricane. I'm concerned about the hurricane in the Caribbean. So I'm trying not to become, too unhappy. Yes, I'm glad it's a little cooler now. It's much, it's cooler. It's cold. It's very cold here. It's very cold here, but we're still glad to have it cool because maybe if we were hot, Melissa would try to find a way to come up here and be very destructive, right? So we have to be praying for them. Yeah, because it's not a nice feeling. Feel like you're cut off from your very neighbor. You don't know if when the storm is over, if you can leave your community. You don't know. She was very happy yesterday. She was in a good mood. I was very happy to see her smile. Oh Lord, yes. Yeah, man. You try to be calm in the midst of a storm. You can imagine in the midst of a storm, you're trying to be calm. It's not easy. Allah says, horrible storm. Jesus, please protect our brothers and sisters. Amen. Thank you for those prayers. Yes, it's a horrible storm. Everybody wants it to go and just don't see it anymore. But it doesn't want to go. It's moving very slowly. It's as if it's going fast, but it's not going enough. If it wasn't for the other system that pushed it, it would be crawling even more. I wonder if it was trying to get around to the very west of southwest, which would allow it to go into the Gulf. But I guess the water all around is up there, is up in the New York area, the Atlantic is kind of cold. So I don't know if it's going, the way they show it, it's not going to have much life after it stops at Barbados. Bermuda, rather. That's what I'm praying, that it will lose strength. Maybe by tomorrow, Wednesday evening, it will lose strength. Because by the time it leaves Jamaica, it will be down to a category 4. It is really sad. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Gives me strength and encouragement. Hi, nice to see you, Carl. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Have you been following the weather with Hurricane Melissa? Have you been following the weather with Hurricane Melissa? Or it does because it doesn't affect you, you don't bother to pay any attention to it. Yes, it's we have to think about others because we want them to think about us just the same. It's a dangerous hurricane. I just want to hear that it gone and just melt away, gone and nobody have any more trace of it anywhere. It's the worst since hurricane. That's what they have been saying. So after today, we will see the damage. So I'm just hoping that when tomorrow comes, it won't be so bad because it coming with so much vengeance, land slippage, flooding. It says if it's going to come with a tsunami, because the way they talk about how the 13 feet high water all over the into Black River and spreading out, you know. But that's how it is. That's how it is. When God is in control, yeah, I hope everyone is okay during this dangerous. Yes, I'm hoping, and I'm hoping that people will take it serious because this part of the journey now is a serious part. This part of the journey with the hurricane is a serious part. That's when the lives and property at risk. And some people don't believe they should go to shelter. So if they have not yet gone into a shelter, wherever they are, they have to just remain. They have to just remain. Right, Jay? They have to just remain. This is a life that I miss T so much. I miss Tetla. But in my heart, she's here. In my heart. I'm doing fine and I'm thankful. Very thankful. You know. And I'm just hoping for the best for others. Yes. I'm hoping for the best for others because what we want for ourselves, we have to wish the same for others. And this is no joke, you know. So no matter how you're trying to be happy, you're trying to be happy, but deep down, concern is there. Thank you, Lakeside. Yes, it's true. But other than that, I'm fine. In a while, I'll be have to jump up and get out of the house quickly. But I just couldn't go through the day without first coming to say, see the concerns, share the concerns we all have. I said, good, I wish you the best. You're nice every time I come to. Thank you so much. So much, Carl. Thank you, and you have a wonderful day too. Likewise, Lakeside Laura, when she's ready to go. That name Lakeside, I just like the name. I hope to see you soon, Carl. And be safe. In whatever we do, we have to be safe because we don't know when anything unusual comes our way. Because see, these people are helping to help others remove trees, cut down trees, put weight on roof, and see what happened. They lost their life. So in everything we do, pray and ask the Lord to guide us and keep us safe. Jay says, yes, she was very happy for it. Yeah, man, this morning was the same, but she is a concern in what she wrote. You could see that it's like she said, persons have been waiting on the hurricane on Melissa to come all night, and Melissa did not show up. So when Melissa is going to show up now, they are not going to pay any attention. But I guess it's a humor. Yes, Lex, I say I have to go, but praying for you and everyone to the song. Yes, I'm not there. I'm here, but I'm concerned. I have families back home, families and friends, and my property. So I'm just here, you know. But I'm here in the flesh, but my mind is. Mhm. Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and more than likely, I may be going on later. Hopefully, I don't know yet. I'm just hoping. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy the day, and may everything works well. But remember, always pray, because we never know what is behind or what is waiting on us. Like Melissa was sitting there waiting, and I imagine nobody wanted to pass her in that direction where she was. All right, bye. Bye, Lakeside Laura. Okay, I'm back, Carl. Yes, 1 hour and 6 minutes. I don't know how far it's gone. Or maybe that 15, 20 minutes. I'll just leave the thing to. Yes, okay. Yes, Jay. I mean, I'm going to run moving away each time and come back. So you're going to be here, Jay, or you're going to be on your way. I don't want to leave you, but I'm getting hungry, and I have some fish to or 1 hour and 4 minutes. Once 1 hour and 7 minutes. And I didn't see it, I was trying to find it. Mm-hmm. So next, and it is it's 12:53, almost 1 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And it is now one. So now say half an hour. And half will take me down to roughly 1:30. All right. Yes, Brother J. I have to be thankful. Don't know what later will bring, but everybody is talking about the one thing. That's the bad girl. Bad girl. It's talking about the bad girl. The place really cold outside. You have to have on warm clothing. Warm clothing. Oh, man, I did read. Read my passage. I'm not doing right, man. Yes, like said Laura and Carl, have a wonderful day. I stopped at 10 last night. To do something. Find a passage and I to. Okay, I read to verse 10 last night. Come pick up at verse 11. 21. Whoa, oh Lord. I continue in um, Psalm 60. Let me see how much it was. 69. I stopped at verse 10 last night. So I'm going to start at verse 11. I read 10 verses. So we need the grace of God with us. And we have to have the word of God, which is the truth, to guide our thoughts and our mind and give us the strength because it's not easy. It's not easy. Persons are away from home, have no way of reaching home, no way of getting contact because phone systems are down. Some have been down from yesterday. And I was so fortunate to be able to speak to my neighbor back home. You see how important a neighbor is when you're not around. Believe you me. That's why we have to live good no matter what. Even so sometimes neighbors and neighbors cannot live good. But at the end of the day, we have to make sure we maintain a good relationship because one never knows what can happen. We need the attention of a neighbor. Oh Lord. Psalm 69, I'm at verse 11. I made sackcloth also my garment, and I became a proverb to them. They that sit in the gate speak against me, and I was the song of the drunkards. But as for me, my prayer is unto God, unto thee, O Lord, in an acceptable time. O God, in the multitude of thy mercy, hear me, in the truth of thy salvation. Deliver me out of the mire, let me not sink. Let me be delivered from them that hate me, and out of the deep waters. Let not the water flood over me, neither let the deep swallow me up, and let not the pit shut her mouth upon me. Hear me, O Lord, for thy loving kindness is good. Turn unto me according to the multitude of thy tender mercies, and hide not thy face from thy servant, for I am in trouble. Hear me speedily. Draw nigh unto my soul, and redeem it. Deliver me because of mine enemies. Thou hast known my reproach and my shame, and my dishonor. Mine adversaries are all before thee. Reproach hath broken my heart, and I am full of heaviness. And I looked for some to take pity, but there was none, and for comforters, but I found none. They gave me also gall for my meat, and in my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink. Can you imagine? They gave me gall, something bitter, for my meat, and in my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink. So you see now how people will not be kind when you need their help. They do bad things to hurt you even more. But remember that God is there to provide and to direct and lead us, that we can also have a happiness in Him. But if we look away, there's not much to gain. We have to look to Him. Like everybody knows out there in the Caribbean, they have to look to God because I know they are saying, Lord, no matter how they are bad, they're going to say, Lord, have mercy, remove this problem, this bad hurricane, save our lives and property. Some don't have any more house to go and live in if their house got washed away. Some don't have any more money to build, to replace. You see, yes, she said she was going to work. She was out, but she said she would have it running. So I don't know if she's back. I'm just trying to, you know. So, Jay, don't feel tied down. I'm just trying to, I will tell you when I get some time today. I'm trying to see how I can do even an hour and a half, about 18 minutes. I'm not going to do 2 hours now because I have to go and start my dinner get some food to eat, and leave out by 2:15. That's why I say I'll go to 1:30. I'm happy that you're able to come, Jay. I know you're busy. I'm Lady J busy. But I'm happy that you both have taken time off with your busy schedule to be here. Really, really happy. You know, that's why, if you have to make your move, I would, I have nothing, no qualms about anything. Because if I'm someplace and I have to make my move, I will have to make my move. Pamela, really? That's all you could say? You come and Pamela, not even to say hi? Mm-hmm. Well, it's big for my head, but I'm satisfied with it. No problem, it's mine. Yeah, Jay, I'm just on the little winding down, like, you know, and I know you're busy, you know. All right. So you see, no matter what, somebody has to come with something a bit negative, but I'm fine. I am fine. Hmm. Is there anything else you want to say, Pamela? Is there anything else you want to say? I guess you're not out in the Caribbean where those persons are unhappy right now and need prayers from everybody to guide them, for the Lord to guide them and strengthen them through their time of sadness with the hurricane. Right? So you're fine. Okay? I don't want to move. What are your views about Hurricane Melissa, Pamela? Have you heard about it? I wonder how you got on here. Hmm? So, even if I look like her, I still look like somebody, no problem. So, what about you now? Have you heard anything about Melissa, the hurricane that is in the Caribbean? I guess you have not been following the news. I don't think you've been following the news at all. Else you'd have given me a response. But I see you don't know. Well, there's a an hurricane in the Caribbean which is affecting people's property and lives, and they all have to be in shelters right now because the hurricane comes with a lot of rain, wind, strong winds. This person named Pamela who come on, yeah, I see the person name. Hmm. I don't know where she's staying to type, but I see her name. She say the glass is too big for my head, and I look like the lady on the pancake box. And then she's asking me where I'm from. So she wants to know so much. And yet I asked a question about the hurricane, and she can't say a word. She can't say a word about it. Apparently she's not anywhere near. She's not following the news. Hi, Miss V. How are you doing? How are you? I looked away. How are you doing? I'm happy to see you. I'm just towards the ending part of my life, trying to, trying to do a little life before going off today. So I'm so concerned about the hurricane that I hardly can function. Hardly can function. I'm good, and I'm so far apart from my, my feeling my whole body is so caught up with the Melissa, that rude girl Melissa there in the Caribbean waters. Um, it just it's like I can't even focus on anything. Well, the last time I heard before I started the live, Mr. Weatherman had said that it was near in Jamaica, so it should be on the soil, and it would move between eastern Westmoreland and Black River and St. Elizabeth, parts of Mobile going up to St. Anne, where it's going to exit, but it's going to be there until in the night. So it's there. It's there now. So this is a part of it that is most dangerous. That's what they said. So persons should not be outside. Everybody should be locked in now. Mr. Weatherman said, if a house was even strong, it's not impossible for something to happen. And if you're on a hillside, or you're close by a river, or in some flood-prone area, it's time for people now supposed to have moved away. Thank you so much, Lady J. I don't know how J doesn't see. Pamela, get a life and find your channel. This one to be positive for you. You cannot handle goodness. Thank you very much, Lady J. Pamela is rude. She's rude. Yes, the person is there. So we have to be mindful. And I'm happy that I could have spoken to my neighbor this morning and one of my key subscribers on my channel. They haven't had anything. They still had electricity, but by now I think all electricity would have been turned off and everything would have been just down now. So I think it's like it's like they're in Noah's boat by themselves out there in the ocean, and we are away anticipating that everything will soon check. I don't think we're going to get anything from them for the rest of the evening. Thank you very much, Lady J and Joby. Thank you so much. So I think for the next few hours, maybe late tomorrow, if some places even not affected, the internet access is going to be down because electricity will be turned off and areas will be inaccessible. So it's like we're just sitting on tenterhooks, waiting for everything to pass for the first to hear from somebody. But for the rest of the day, I don't think we are going to be able to hear anything. So I said to myself, for the whole day, in my brain, it's just back home. And tonight, until I hear that it's gone, even if I don't get to talk to anybody, but just to hear that it's gone, it has left the country, then I know gradually I'll get through to somebody some way by the time they start to clean up. Maybe we can, if the phones are charged, probably we can dial straight, call them straight, but the Wi-Fi would have, I don't think the Wi-Fi is going to be up. I don't know, but I don't think so. So if people are wise now, as I tell some to do, have their credit. Because if you're charged up and you have your credit, maybe, what do you say, Jay? And Lady J, maybe if they are charged up and they have credit, they might can call out. Or you might can get them, but I don't see us getting them on the internet. Because the internet is going to be turned off. It's such a nice thing, I experience Gilbert. And you see, persons who are by themselves is very scary. Thank you so much. We all need, and we need to pray for each other because there are other countries out in the Caribbean. And I remember the times, even last year with Beryl, I cried when I saw how Beryl washed the place with water and trees and take away homes and Beryl was just crazy. But Lady J and JB, these lady names are very vicious. Beryl was vicious last year, but Milton and Ian was bad too. So they alternate. They alternate. But seeing Gilbert, my God, I say I don't want to see anymore. Gilbert was awful, man. The winds, we hear the winds. When the trees blow so nice breeze, it's so cool and nice. And the leaves are just moving nicely. But when the wind is angry, my God, it sounds like dragon. It sounds like dragon. It sounds like you're hearing the power saw cutting the trees. Roar, it gives some sounds. Whoa, no man, creepy. When you hear it outside, the sound, when you open your window and try to peep, even it is day, it's black. You cannot even see anything. You cannot see anything. You hear the rain, the thunder and everything, and people roof going off. No matter what type of roof you have on, unless it's well, the deck roof tend to stand up. But anything else, if it's zinc, yeah, that's why everybody was off guard because October, there was a thing that we were taught when, well, it's on the back of books too. June too soon, July stand by, August is a must, September you rest. Remember, October all over. We don't normally have storms in October. When it comes to August, most hurricanes, because August is the hottest month for us. So August going to September. Gilbert came in September. Now this one come in October. Another one might come in November. I remember when 1951 storm came. I remember the record that is there that they have. But I wasn't born 51, but I remember the date that they have. But Gilbert was bad. Ivan was bad. Now this one come, Melissa. Last year was Beryl and Milton, but they were in Florida and over in Carolina areas. And this year, we have at this time of the year, when everybody is more or less preparing and have plans for their Christmas and holiday and whatever, here comes Melissa. Bad girl Melissa. Rude Melissa. Melissa is bad. Melissa create havoc. Melissa hide out there in the water. Don't want anybody to see her. And slow down as if she's gone. And then Melissa launch an attack and decide that she stood a while out by Black River. That's out, you know. They say the weatherman says the other system that came and push it. Can you imagine? Nature. I think when I look at these things, it makes my body creep. Mankind could not go out there to lessen it or make it move. Have to wait. It takes another aspect of nature to push it and push it away into the direction. It's to me, you know, if this thing was left by itself, I think it was going to circle the island because it's 400 miles wide. Yeah, Melissa is a mean girl, is a rude girl. But somebody came, well, we're hoping that this system will not strengthen or anything. So it's a lesson. It's a lesson to us all, and there are still persons who refuse to go into shelters. And it is said that some go to shelter and they are turned away, whatever the reasons, I don't know. But it's telling me that when you hear of a hurricane, prepare, right? Yes. You know, so it is supposed, based on what they were saying, supposed to, the eye was supposed to already be there. But this thing is just going like it's not a normal hurricane that we're accustomed to. Going and stopping and slowing and, you know. So I don't know if we're hoping that when it's done, we still have structures and people still there. But three persons so far, they say, have lost their lives, because one was cutting down a tree, and the other, they say, were on the roof, whatever they were doing up there, they slipped. So obviously, it must have been a zinc um, zinc roofing, because if it was concrete, you would really slip. But something for both of them slipped. You can imagine dropping off a roof. Most likely they hit the head. One was taken to, I think they say, Kingston, some hospital, but all three of them, different locations. Two at one place and one at another place. So you see, in the midst of preparation, things do happen. So guys, I'm really, really happy for the opportunity to be here. I'm not trying to get anybody into any sad mode. But when you're not happy, when you're not happy, I don't think you should be by yourself. I think when you're not happy, you should seek to be with other people who can give you some encouragement. Because I'm here, my home is there. I'm here, and my home is there. So I don't want anything to happen for me to go back and start from scratch again. When things were at certain price, and they say, okay, you try to do, and then you come now, you have to go back to scratch again. The stress of it alone, the stress of it alone is not nice. It's sad. But we keep courage and trust God and pray. And so I sing so much, because sometimes some songs that I know come back to memory. It give me strength, you know. Yes, guys. So thank you for being here. I'm gonna make I have to move now. Get myself prepared. Oh, you know about Jamaica? I didn't know you were from there, no. Oh, Ross St. Catherine. I only passed through that parish. I've never stopped. It's a very the parish where they do a lot of farming. A lot of things happen there in the rural parts. They're good, man. They plant things that sometimes grow up here. I remember they had this big place. It is Spring Plains. I don't know if they still operate it. Cabbage and all different type of vegetables. Hmm. I'm all the way from Hanover. I'm from the west. That's why it makes me. When I heard it was in this town was going to approach from the east side, I was breathing a sigh of relief and said, "Wow, okay, you're born there. Okay, okay." I was born there. Just I did less than 3 years. I'm here. So so the heat of my country is still in me. The heat is not yet out of my body. It's not yet out. We say yes, but some people find peace by themselves. It doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm here. I lock up, and then, so I said, I went down last March. So I said I would not go this year. I'll go next year. So I'm just hoping and praying that things will remain. Hanover is a small parish, but when I hear they talk about Negril, I said, Lord Jesus, if that storm go around to Negril and Negril is flat, then if you go around to Negril, you're going to come up and encircle the country, because they say it was 400 miles wide, and Jamaica is at 100 miles wide. That's time. So just have to pray and hope. So that's how it goes. So we have to be thankful that we are alive on the other side. Sorry, I'm hoping that the same will go for the others who are there too. But I believe and I hope and trust God is going to preserve. And He's not going to do anything that, like some people say, He must take away the bad one and the whatever. We leave it in His charge, because we can't give life. But there are some people like to take life. Whoa, 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 whoa! Look who is here! Look who is here! Look who is here! Look who is here! Tetla is here. Tetla, how is Portmore? She said no light. As you know, God is good. And I say I'm going to move at 1:30, and I said, "Huh, let me just, you know, hang on a little bit." Tetla says there's no light. Wow, so Tetla dear, I don't want you to run down the battery because you won't be able to charge up your phone. So me happy guys, Tetla pop in. Oh, some people, Ira, this person can catch me again. Tetla catch me over on this side. I'm in the process of moving on. I need to get out. I'm happy to see you next smile. How you stay? I don't want you to run out the battery, you know. It's going to have problem to get it charged. So keep your phone charged. But that I'm going to go over the popping on. King. Yes, sometimes you buy yourself you're happier. Throw from travelers. You know, travelers is is not very far from me, where I live. Yes. I remember I watched that guy. I don't know if he still does it. I think he was showing it last year when Beryl was over the place giving problem. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I'm so happy. So you have been to Negril. I'm not very far from there. I'm not living very far. I go there very often. It's a few miles from there. I go there very often to buy fish and the beach. I love Negril. I love Negril. Come and say, Auntie, I catch you again. There are always light if you believe in God and heaven. There's always light in you. Yes, God is all. We have to trust Him. Trust and obey. He is God of our lives. So we have to allow Him to lead us. Right, Sister V? I'm happy that you're here. Really, really happy. I'm really, really happy. And I'm happy to see this. I'm happy to see everybody. But Tetla, I worry about Portmore. I worry about you in Portmore because Portmore is flat. And when the water start to flow, you people not have anywhere to turn to. Because if the water go into the swamp and the swamp come up, no, no, there are those things in the swamp. But be safe. Be safe, girl. Be safe. Bye bye. Yes, guys. So have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. I'm really, really sorry I have to go, but you know, where you're born, you have to obey. And you know, you have bills to meet sometimes, but at the same time, it's always been said. I remember, I don't know if anybody remember this phrase, good friends are better than pocket money. So you guys to me, I'm smiling because I feel much happier that I can come on. I thought I would have been alone, but I said, God, you know, you send somebody to make me feel happy. So although I'm not sick, but deep down I feel sad because I experienced Gilbert and Ivan, and this one is the history has never have anything recorded before, like what is to happen with Melissa. So it caused me to be, you know, a little nervous. But I still have to learn to trust God and let Him lead. Sometimes we doubt God, you know, but it's not that I doubt, but the whole idea of sometimes it makes me nervous. I try to be strong to encourage others, but deep down, I'm trembling, you know. So, guys, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for being here. You have made my morning, and I have to go on now to help to make somebody else happier. So I won't be going with a long face. I'll be going with a better face with a little smile. So take care of yourselves and have a wonderful afternoon until when I go live again. Bye bye. Thanks, everybody. This is okay.